Manipal Health Enterprises is entering the public markets with a 9,275 crore IPO. The issue includes a fresh issue of Rs 8,000 crore and an auto per sale of Rs 1,275 crore, with a price band of Rs 560 to 590 per share. The IPO opens on 29 July 2026 and closes on 31st July 2026. The company operates India's largest multi-specialty hospital network by licensed bed capacity, with 13,037 beds across 49 hospitals. In this video, we break down on what is the company raising this capital for, how does it plan to grow, and what are the risks investors need to worry about. Manipal Health must build a pan-India healthcare network through a combination of organic expansion and strategic acquisitions. It holds leadership positions by bed capacity in three important metro markets, that is Bangalore, Kolkata and Pune. In FY26, the company served 7.63 million patients through a network supported by more than 11,000 doctors. Manipal Health primarily operates in tertiary and quaternary healthcare, which refers to advanced treatment for serious, complex, or specialized medical conditions. Tertiary care is generally provided when a patient requires specialist intervention beyond routine hospital treatment. It includes services such as cardiac surgery, cancer treatment, complex orthopedic procedures, neurosurgery, advanced gastroenterology, and kidney care. These treatments require specialist doctors, advanced diagnostic equipment, intensive care facilities, and coordinated clinical teams. Quaternary care is a further level of specialization. It covers highly complex, technology-intensive, or relatively uncommon procedures that are available only at selected hospitals. Examples within Manipal Health's network include organ transplantation, CAR-T therapy, complex structural heart procedures, robotic oncological surgery, advanced neurointerventions, and high-risk kidney transplants. They also offer 6 high-acuity specialties: cardiac science, oncology, neuroscience, gastroscience, orthopedics, and renal science, all collectively referred to as Combo R. These specialties contributed 64.3% of the company's gross inpatient revenue in FY26. The wider industry outlook also remains supportive. Chola Securities Research Desk expects India's healthcare delivery market to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 10% to 12% between FY25 and FY30. This growth is expected to be supported by an aging population, rising cases of chronic and lifestyle-related diseases, greater healthcare awareness, improving affordability, and wider health insurance coverage. Manipal Health has already demonstrated strong growth. Its revenue increased at a CAGR of 29.4% between FY24 and FY26, while EBITDA grew at around 24.8%. The company maintained an EBITDA margin of 25.3% in FY26. However, its return ratios remained below listed peers. Return on equity was around 11%, while return on capital employed was around 13%. The primary purpose of the fresh issue is debt reduction. Of the 8,000 crore fresh issue, 5,552.76 crore is proposed to be used for repayment, prepayment, or redemption of certain outstanding borrowings, including applicable interest and prepayment penalties. Another Rs 505 crore is proposed to be used for acquiring a minority stake in Sahyadri Hospital Private Limited, which is a material stepped-up subsidiary of the company. The remaining proceeds will be used for general corporate purposes within the limits stated in the upper document. Debt repayment is significant because Manipal Health reported total borrowings of Rs 10,811 crore at FY20. Its finance cost during the year was Rs 864 crore. The report expects the reduction in debt to improve earnings per share to around Rs 10 on an adjusted FY26 basis. At the upper end of the price band, the report estimates an adjusted price to earnings multiple of around 55x. It considers this to offer reasonable valuation comfort compared with listed hospital peers. The first growth lever is capacity expansion. By FY30, Manipal Health plans to add approximately 2,426 licensed beds. This includes 483 beds through brownfield projects and 1,943 beds through greenfield projects. The company intends to maintain its leadership positions in Karnataka, Maharashtra, Goa, and Eastern India. It also plans to expand its presence in Delhi NCR, Central India, Ranchi, and Bhubanesh. There is further scope to improve the utilization of its existing hospitals. Occupancy stood at 64.47% in FY26. This gives Manipal Health an opportunity to increase patient volumes within its current network without requiring an equivalent increase in capital expenditure. The second growth lever is its clinical mix. The company plans to increase the proportion of complex and high-end procedures performed within the combo eye specialties. This strategy is aligned with growing demand for cardiac care, cancer treatment, neurosciences, orthopedics, renal care, and gastroscience. The third lever is inorganic expansion. Manipal Health plans to continue evaluating selective acquisitions in existing and new markets. Its recent acquisitions include Medica Sumerji and Sahayatriko. The company's integration approach includes standardizing clinical protocols, expanding high-acuity services, upgrading medical infrastructure and equipment, and introducing disciplined operating practices. The fourth lever is digital healthcare. Manipal Health is developing a physical plus digital healthcare ecosystem supported by a unified hospital information system. Its initiatives include mobile applications, AI assistants, chatbots, teleconsultations, telehealth kiosks, e-pharmacy services, predictive analysis, AI-enabled nursing handovers, and live clinical dashboards. These digital capabilities are intended to support patient acquisition, engagement, care delivery, post-treatment support, and operating packages. The first risk is specialty concentration. Combo eye specialties contributes 64.3% of gross inpatient revenue in FY26. Any shortage of key doctors, change in patient preferences, availability of alternate treatments, or increased competition in these areas could affect the company's performance. The second risk is dependence on insurance companies and third-party administrators. These payers contributed 49.68% of gross inpatient revenue in FY26. Delays in claim settlements, collection challenges, or changes in reimbursement policies could affect cash flows and profitability. The third risk is expansion execution. Greenfield hospital projects depend on regulatory approvals, construction progress, contract performance, and timely completion. Delays could postpone revenue generation and reduce the returns earned on these investments. Expansion into new geographies also involves uncertainty. Local competition, patient preferences, and lower than expected occupancy could result in underutilized hospital capacity. Manipal Health also operates 6 hospitals under operation and management agreements. Failure to meet agreed operating standards or performance targets could result in the termination of these contracts. Another significant risk is the cost of retaining doctors and healthcare professionals. Doctor professional fees represented 22.72% of revenue from operations in FY26, while employee benefit expenses accounted for 14.42%. Growing competition for skilled medical professionals could increase communication expenses. The company may not always be able to pass these additional costs on to patients, insurance, or third-party administrators. Manipal Health enters the IPO with significant scale, strong revenue growth, a recognized clinical platform, and a clear capacity expansion plan. The repayment of debt to the IPO proceeds could lower finance costs, strengthen the balance sheet, and support earnings. Its future growth will depend on adding new beds, increasing existing hospital occupancy, integrating acquisitions, expanding complex specialties, and developing its digital healthcare ecosystem. At the same time, investors need to evaluate execution risk, dependence on insurance payers, concentration in selected specialties, and the rising cost of retained medical talent. Chola Securities Research Desk expects potential listing gains, but assigns the Manipal Health IPO a neutral rating. The central view is clear. The long-term business outlook remains structurally positive, but return ratios and execution risks still require close attention. We hope you found this video informational. To get such deeper insights, follow Chola Securities.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.